Hey, let's go. We're back out here. It's been a little bit. Sorry, I had to take a break from the videos. Been busy with work and life and stuff. I'll try to get back to uploading more regularly. So, let's get into this. The Agfaster Prime is a pair of pistols. They see what they do. See how they do, how they be. Decent crit stats, decent status, slash based, thank god. Reload speed, a little slow for the magazine size. Accuracy's alright, recoil it's a little high. Overall, it's in the same vein. Use-wise as the Lotto Vandal or freaking the Pandero. It's actually a pretty similar to Pandero. Got this Riven. Damage crit chance. Now, I labeled the video G-roll. It's not technically a G-roll. It's negative impact. We're not going to talk about that. You got clickbaited, son. Checkmate. So, we're going to look at some builds. Right here, we got our old freaking viral slash build. We'll put together another one. We'll use you. And you, and you, and not you, and you. So this is the build right here. This is like the essentials. And then we're going to put on convulsion pathogen rounds. We'll see if we can get this. I think it'll fit. Yeah, corrosive build. Woo! Who doesn't love corrosive? It's a lot of corrosive. And then over here, we're just gonna have the old corrosive standard build for you sweat lords. Don't want the dog bark in the background. I don't know if the mic's gonna pick it up. There we go. We gotta stop pounding my peas. Yeet. Alright. That's hydraulic crosshairs. That's not what I meant to put there. As usual, prime mods aren't maxed out because they're hella expensive, but they'll do the trick. So yeah, 3 Forma. It's not a very Forma intensive weapon, even with a Riven. This is what we got. Let's see how this viral one works. And we're going to test it versus its competitor, the Ac Magnus. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this weapon is absurd. Remember Napalm's Heavy Gunners? Alloy armor, ferret armor, same armor, very similar. Same armor levels. So this one has different types of armor, but very similar health pools. It's up slightly less, but it's not being very consistent. There we go. Alright, that was a bad shot of things. We'll count shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 5 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, another 5 shot to kill. Oops, missed. So that's gonna kill him in what, 3 or 4? Now, let's do the math. It's a 10 shot per second weapon. Meaning, your hypothetical time to kill for one of these guys is half a second of sustained fire. Like that. Now, that's kind of retarded. Yeah, you gotta wait a sec for the bleeds to do their work, but if you want my opinion, viral is the way to go, because this is gonna be good versus everything. I'm out of here because of that freaking thing. And I'll show you. Let's look at how it does versus spawn the same guys. And then we're going to spawn in some of Corpus Boys. We're at the Tex. Yeah, alrighty. Let's see how this works. Where are they? Not over here, over here. Remember, slash viral is really good versus health. One tarnation. Oh, we got a freaking wise guy over here. Scatter. Yep, y'all scatter. Move. This doesn't do much damage. Don't worry about it. It just took their shields out. Their health hasn't been damaged at all. Don't worry about it. This is chaos. I'm just gonna start killing these guys. You can see it just bodies these guys. You don't like headshots? That's fine. Doesn't really need headshots. I think it can one mag with body shots. Not quite, but if you even get like 1 or 2 headshots in there, it's gonna kill him. Alrighty. Shields aren't perfectly gone, but you get the picture. It does not struggle versus these guys. Not at all. And then, of course, if we do that old rhino trick, they're just gonna one-shot him. In fact, this might be the best weapon for rhino tricking for single target damage. I'm going to show you that in a second. Actually, I'll show you that right now. What weapon is best versus slashes? Answer, Noxus. We're gonna go grab that corrosive build. What is that noise? Alright, right there. Spawn you. We're gonna grab that corrosive slash build. Right there. I'm gonna show you what this do. You a leech? Nope. Let's go get a leech. No, I gotta kill him. Leech. Leech. Nope. I'm gonna get an arson or an arctic. God dang it, that doesn't work. Hippity hoppity. This leech. Nope. Skedaddle skedoodle. Give me a leech. Humpty Dumpty sat in a wall. Humpty Dumpty gave me a leech Exodus. Aha, that one worked. Alright, let's see what this do. Oh, shoot. You get the picture. These guys are chunky as all hell, and it still just kind of tears through them. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's show you what this does versus standard enemy types. That's what you're here for. Corrosive build. Corrosive build is, I'm going to say, slightly less consistent for killing through armor, but it does scale better because we're attacking on two different fronts. We're both negating and, you know, ignoring armor. Not negate, English. We're both removing and negating armor. There we go. So this build got an unlucky impact rock. You can see it still handles them. Basically, it's going to do more upfront damage, but not have the viral proc. So your slashes have less to cut through, but still, you know, it's all right. You can't really count the slashes like you can the other one because the slashes aren't doing as much, but it's still good. And you don't have to worry about the viral procs. I would probably not use this one, even though you know I'm against viral builds, just because the other one is a utility build. You can use it versus any faction. But on the flip side, this thing will, you know, it'll work. And you still got all those slash procs, so it'll still do anything. And these guys are just murderizes. So yeah. And let's grab the last one and show you real quick. Let's move quickly on this. No, give me this build, the corrosive build. And this is the one where if you really don't want to deal with armor, but don't like slashes. With this ribbon, I don't want to like... Unfortunately, see, we're lacking... The slashes do a lot of damage. Now, once we start that armor stripping, see, since we removed one of the damage mods, our slashes do a lot less damage. And once we start cutting through that armor, we're going to do a lot of damage. Like, a really exceptional amount of damage. Problem is, we got to get through that armor. But for these guys, upfront damage-wise, wow, it just hurts so bad. But unfortunately, not as much damage versus the napalms, and we have less slashes. So, exceptionally worse versus these boys. Now, that's the worst thing in the world. It's still quite viable. But, you know, that's how that works if you want to make it a pure corrosive armor shredder. Let's get the Act Magnus. This is a 5-form Act Magnus. I got a pretty good ribbon. I got a damage magazine status chance. This is a better armor shredder. I don't know what build this is. Downside with this, it's not slash based, it's impact based, which is terrible. Worst base crit stats, same crit chance, lower crit multiplier. And that's about it, but those are pretty big issues. So we're going to put the same standard build, hippity hoppity. The issue is we can't use slash negate to negate the armor. These do have higher base damage though. So, let's see how this do. Bigger magazine comes in helpful, but it's not enough. Not enough consistency on anything. Way too many impact procs. Not enough slash procs. Enough corrosive procs, but it's just so much needless bullcrap. Alright. Obviously we need these guys. It's gonna kill them pretty quickly. Realistically, these weapons in main gameplay Obviously the riven for the other ones, way better. It's a better riven. Forward to back. This weapon, to be viable, needs negative impact on its rivens. I'm just gonna say it outright. For like high level content. It can still kill them, but there's no reason to pick this thing. Aside from the fact that my riven has magazine size over its little brother. And it's for someone who personally likes the Act Magnus more. And I'm going to roll that riven and see what I can do with it. These weapons look, in my opinion, way cooler. They sound better. But here's the big issue. The issue why I just don't use these at all. That's why. That's the issue. Crazy spread. But if we go down and grab my good friend, the wrong weapon there, Vasto, and we open fire at a wall, you can see what that looks like. It's still a little bit chaotic, but it's a bit tighter, although you can't really see there. If you reduce fire at all, like that, you're going to get really nice accuracy. So, better performance that way. Slightly lower max fire rate, but much lower recoil too, so not only are your shots not drifting up as much, but they're slightly tighter when they get to the target, which is nice. Basically, the lower damage is supplemented by the higher crit damage, so it doesn't really matter. Have similar riven dispositions. The main differences are this one just has slash and very low impact, which is it's a shame because the Act Magnus is fun and it needs a buff badly. I'd say Act Vasto and Act Jagara are just brothers. They're very similar. I had a crit chance damage riven for Act Jagara. I sold for like 800 plat a while back. These very similar. This one's got better ammo, like everything, but I feel like these hit a bit harder, in my opinion. And again, they're very similar to the Pandero slash-based hybrid pistols, but slightly better. I'll say they work slightly better. And let's actually compare it to the Pandero. We're gonna kill 2 of each with this basic build. That was unlucky as hell. There we go. You're dead. Dang, where does not get the slashes up? Look at that. Look how rare that is. Is it viral? There we go. And you're dead. A little bit bad luck there for the procs, but you know, it's how status weapons go. And then we're going to go over and we're going to grab this big boy. You know how this thing is. Pandera, we'll put a viral build on it. So yeah, viral slash. We only get 50% status chance, which sucks because it needs status to get the slashes. But you can see, yeah, slashes hit a bit harder. Crits a bit more consistent. Plus it has the alt fire. Yep. Very comparable. Slashes hit way harder on this one, but your overall output's pretty comparable. Well, that's about it. That's a almost G-roll weapon riven for the Act Vasto Prime. The original Act Vasto Prime looks ugly as butt, so I put this skin on them. Look at how ugly these things are. Look at that. Look at that star thing. What is that? That looks stupid. That's better. Yeah. If you want like a stylish pistol to handle anything, these things are basically statistical brothers to the lot of Vandal. So if you like that, you'll like these. Very consistent, very convenient secondaries, but they don't have enough ammo to really handle being a primary weapon. So if you're handling something with, say, this, or this. I need a backup that can just handle trash mobs easily. Or, on the flip side, you're using something like an Ignis to need to nuke heavy units. This is your guy. So that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Share with your friends. Put it on your Facebook. Share on your Pornhub page. Toss this bad boy on your Twitter, Tumblr. Instagram. Do they still use Pinterest? On your Pinterest, all that jazz. See you later. Deuces.